guys, and welcome back to the Hot Tea channel where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. The tea is hot today, so let's just get into it. But just before we do, don't forget to follow the new Hot Tea channel Instagram where you can sip the tea as it happens. The BFFs podcast had popular TikToker MADS Lewis on as a guest this week, this being her second time making an appearance on the show, and of course, the BFF squad wanted some details on MADS' current boyfriend, Kevin.
They're just like, oh my gosh, like this older man is trading this young woman, like, oh my gosh, because I was 16 when I first started going, but...
According to an article on In the Know, MADS, quote, shocked her fans when she shared a pic of herself and her new boyfriend, Kevin Mejia, back in July of this year. That shock could be, and most likely is, due to the age gap between MADS and Kevin, who is about 10 years her senior, being 29 years old. MADS will turn 20 this December. And while I was researching this for today's video, honestly, the majority, if not almost all, of her comments when she posts with Kevin, both on TikTok and Instagram, are positive. Kevin's posts, on the other hand, not so much. Obviously, negative comments could be removed, but mainly I am seeing support and love to her for being happy in her new relationship. Interestingly, Dave Portnoy seems more shook by the age gap and like, hello, Dave?
He's 29 and I'm 19. I'll be 20 in December.
Oof.
What do you mean, oof?
Yeah, Dave, I don't know if you have the platform
literally...
I think people are more concerned about the nature of Mads' relationship with Kevin because she started going to the gym that he works at when she was just 16. She explains that she never trained with him when she was that young and they only started talking when she was 18. Dave also makes a point when it comes to the age difference for him and his girlfriend versus the age difference between Mads and Kevin.
My girlfriend,
how old's your
for the record,
girlfriend?
27. So, yeah, there's a bigger age difference, but that age differences like
Maturity
multiply
level.
almost like dog years when they're younger. So, as I get older and Silvana gets older, the age shrinks.
What do you guys think about that? Is that just creepy old man Maz, or is that facts? Turns out Brie was also in a relationship with that same age gap when she was Mad's age.
You did?
I regret it, but I'm not saying you should, but
Why do you regret it?
I don't know. It's just a little weird when you look back at it when you get older.
The topic of Tayler Holder and Charly Jordan comes up, and as you guys likely remember still, there's all this weird stuff going on with Tayler Holder issuing these cease and desists to his friends around LA and whatnot, but like nothing was ever really explained here, ever. Even when Tayler went on the BFFs podcast previously, literally to explain, and he just said kind of nothing and said that he wanted to handle it privately. Anyways, finally, kind of something gets addressed here, and seems that Mads was trying to tell people early on, including Bryce Hall.
Bryce can't really say anything either. Like, love you, Bryce, but like I told Bryce in the very beginning, and Bryce was like, what? Nah. But whatever, like he's a boy, he's gonna trust his friend, he's gonna be like, you know, the bros, like whatever. But like, then a lot more information kind of came out, and Bryce was like, yo, what the fuck?
Dave gets straight to the point, and Mads, she doesn't hold back.
So you're saying all the Taylor stuff is true?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I didn't get a cease and desist, so.
Got it. All right. Well, that's...
There is actually an explanation as to why Mads did not receive a cease and desist as well.
If you think about it, when there's one person and there's victims, you cannot email or text the victim a cease and desist. You're not allowed to do that. So I'm just saying, like,
No,
Now
I'm guessing to be careful with the legality issues, etc. Dave and the BFF squad are careful to paint this entire conversation with the idea that it is hypothetical. So I guess just to be careful on our end as well, we also will maintain that. So this is a total hypothetical conversation that we are reporting on, and everything forever in the whole world is alleged until proven. But are you picking up what Mads is saying here? She's saying victims cannot get cease and desists, and she did not get one. And the way she's mentioning that, are you guys picking this up? The podcast just kind of moves on to another topic after that, so they don't circle back to what Mads is saying there, nor do they harp on her possibly hinting at being a victim herself. But it's hard not to speculate there with the way that she was saying that. Watch this again.
I didn't get a cease and desist, so.
You
want to know why?
You
want to know why? You want to know why?
Hypothetically,
Because guess
Dave.
what?
Hypothetically, Dave, you're a fuck.
Clearly, whatever it is that she wants to say, she really wants to say it here, and she's just not getting a word in edgeways.
When there's one person and there's victims, you cannot email or text the victim a cease and desist. You're not allowed to do that. So I'm just saying, like,
No,
I didn't get a cease and
that
desist.
And it's just back to her getting interrupted. Now, this is just speculation. This is just what I'm hearing. This is totally alleged and not factual. And let me know if you're hearing this the way I'm hearing this. But it almost seems like Mads is telling the story of something possibly happened back in the day. She tried to tell Bryce what happened. Bryce didn't believe her because he's friends with Tayler. And then it came out later on more information possibly involving Tayler. And now Bryce does believe the whole situation. And seemingly, it sounds like she's giving the reasoning to her not getting a cease and desist like everyone else is because possibly she's a victim. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comments below, and if you maybe agree or maybe if you're hearing this in a different way. I just think that it's a bit strange, if that's the right word, for her to bring up that victims don't get cease and desists and then immediately follow that up with the fact that she didn't get a cease and desist, right? Again, the Tayler Holder situation is very confusing and there's just not a lot of information available on this right now. So maybe we will learn more in the future, maybe we won't. But the Hot Tea channel will report as things are more known. And in some breaking news, Trisha Paytas gave birth to her baby girl on Wednesday, making the birthday the 14th of September. Trisha's baby name was also finally announced, and she went with Malibu Barbie Paytas Hackman. Believe it or not, the name was actually predicted by the Trishyland subreddit. I guess some viewers put together the pieces from past videos and little clues that Trisha has left here and there. Trisha also uploaded a pack with me for the hospital video before the baby girl's arrival announcement, and looks like there was a little teaser for the baby's name in her accessory choice. Trisha had actually already had a bag packed and ready for the hospital, which she has showed in previous videos, but after doing more research, she decided she needed to redo that bag.
I need a lot more, so I feel like this is a lot. I think this is everything we need. It seems, like I said, it seems like a lot and not a lot at the same time.
And to mention here as well, Trisha has been filming videos ahead of time to post while she's in labor and delivery and after the baby has arrived, so she doesn't have to worry about working right away. So I'm guessing this video was done a while back, as it was posted about 3 hours just before the baby's arrival post was.
Oh, you know what else I should add to the list? The tripod. That's what I should add to the list of things to bring too. 1 second, because I'll forget.
Whether she's planning to film the birth for her personal collection or if she's actually planning on vlogging or filming while at the hospital, we can't confirm either way yet. Anyways guys, that's the Trisha update for you. As you saw, I did blur the face of Malibu, and we will likely continuously do that for any future Trisha coverage, just because there are a lot of negative followers for Trisha and the baby doesn't deserve any hate, of course. I've already seen some TikToks kind of making fun of the baby, and that's just not it. So keep your comments kind, please, at least for the baby. And in some other news, Emma Chamberlain uploaded to YouTube showing off her trip to Amsterdam, and it seems that Emma now just really is using her channel for travel vlogs, and honestly, I'm here for it. With all the talk we've been doing recently of YouTube creators doing content shifts and exposing who they really are and how horrible a lot of them can be, it's great to see good old Emma Chamberlain just doing her thing, keeping it real, and really just living her best life. Even though Emma has exploded since the start of her YouTube career, even being featured on Vogue, hosting glitzy events, and being given the opportunity to wear some of the most renowned names in fashion, Emma seems to just be the same quirky gal she was when she started. And I reckon that that is why she gained and has maintained such a big following. But another YouTuber that hasn't seemed to keep her fans or followers on the side of her is Gabby Hanna, who really is seemingly serious about getting into politics.
Part of me wants to just like disappear into the woods. A big part of me feels like I'm supposed to be in politics, which comes as a shock to me as well, because I've always hated politics and been really uninvolved with them, but it's because they suck, and frankly, I think that I can make it better.
If you saw, we talked about Gabby Hanna pushing for Mr. Beast to run for president in 11 years. She uploaded some more TikToks this week, kind of attempting to explore some other things that she mentioned that day, if you know what I mean. Specifically the part about her being Jesus.
In my opinion, the second coming is all of us, which is what I was trying to say, that slowly morphed into I think I'm Jesus Christ, or I think I'm the second coming of Christ. I think we're all the second coming. I'm not even speaking from a religious standpoint. I'm speaking from a historical standpoint. It's our oldest fucking history book.
I mean, I think that kind of is a religious thing to say. No, like to reference the Bible as a history book would imply some belief in the Bible, which inherently would be a religious standpoint. Does that make sense? But circling back to the politics thing, Gabby explained in a recent TikTok the reason why she retired. And honestly, her being retired was news to me.
I guess the reason why I didn't go full throttle in my music career and I realized it's not really my calling is I just don't like fucking selling shit. Because it goes against literally everything that I believe in. Like, it's just more shit to put out into the world and take money from people who have less money than me for the most part.
I gotta say, it doesn't feel massively genuine her saying this, considering it feels like we see an album or single being pushed or promoted every other month. But maybe more what she is saying is that she wants to put things out that she is passionate about that isn't like a physical product, like art and music, etc. It always seems like a wild ride when covering Gabby Hanna, as it's like a completely different story each time. And I don't mean that she's lying or anything like that, it's just that the literal topic we are talking about when reporting on Gabby is different every time, you know what I mean? Who knows what the future holds for her? Maybe she will get into politics, maybe she will come out of influencer retirement, we just have to wait and see. But that is actually going to be it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, leave your comments below, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads as well. And also, don't forget to follow the new Hot Tea channel Instagram where you can sip the tea literally as it spills. But for now, my favorite part, I bleach.